Hey guys, and welcome to the top four. This is match number 2 between Jens Eriksson and Aaron Andreas. I'm Steven from Team Covenant, and I am joined
by Tim Bunn,
the one and only Netrunner player extraordinaire. So Tim, we got Andromeda here on the left playing against HB on the right, standard HB that you would expect. What do you think? What do you have to look for here?
I mean, the typical things you have to expect from an Andromeda player. He's going to be running lots of money, breakers. He's going to get where he wants to go when he wants to get there. HB, same thing. I expect to see a lot of agendas scored out of hand. That's pretty much what I feel this game is going to do.
Do you think Siphon will be an issue for this kind of an HB deck? Now, you played something similar at Worlds, right? You played an HB fast events. I did. Did Siphon ever cause you any problems?
It slows you down, but it's not game-ending like it is in some other matchups. HB just has so much money that they have available to them. Their identity is so solid, and then they have some really good money cards in faction.
What more can you say?
It's just good.
It's just good, and that's why people play it. And I understand that it was Aaron who knocked you out, or
it was Aaron that knocked me out of the top 32.
Well, so this is a bittersweet commentary for you, huh?
I mean, the guy I lose to, I would like to make it. I wish he would have won.
Yeah, totally. So he's going to the top 4. That's you can't deny that. That's pretty solid. Green Novel Clearance starting out on Jin's side. We're gonna get it kicked off here.
It's such a good card for HB.
It's so good in HB.
You're seeing the cards you need to find, and you're gaining some money, doing work. Ice over.
Gains
a credit from the identity.
HQ there, and then ice over R&D.
It's a pretty standard turn.
Pretty standard turn. Sure gamble on Andy's side. We've yet to see anything terribly crazy.
Nope, nothing out of the ordinary. I see an Opus in his hand.
Whoa!
Which is, I think, an awesome splash.
Andy Opus. I've not really seen that.
Yeah, playing against this deck was pretty fun because I really liked the deck.
Desperado.
That's surprising. Who runs that card?
Magnum Opus. And, wow, money everywhere.
And he gains 2.
Gaining 2. So Andy and Opus, I feel like this is something that most Andy players don't do. Usually it's like I draw into 9 cards to start the game off. I've got sure gambles, daily casts, etc. What do you think the strength of Opus is, especially compared to what you're giving up in those 2 to 4 to 6 influence?
I think that the Opus gives you a really strong late game.
Yeah.
Andy, I think, is super strong early. Not like turn 1 like Gabe is, but like turns 4 and 5, it's where after she gets her rig set up, she's ready to go. Yeah. But then eventually it runs out of steam, like most criminal decks do. Should gain an 8 over there.
Well, I just gained an 8 off Opus, and there you have it. Not even having to go to late game to make use of that. And we have some decent servers here. 2 over R&D. Now we got the remote with an install. And with so much money, I mean, you're even just a Crypsis and a counter away. And Jin's making sure that there's a Ninja.
Big
First
rig.
click.
It's a good thing he put that second piece of ice over the remote. I was scared for a second.
Yeah, second is going to be to run there. And I like playing the Ninja first in case you do hit like a Roto Turret or something crazy.
Wall of static you got there?
I believe that's a wall of static. It's awful staticky. Wall of glare, more like. Am I right?
You are indeed right. He's just thinking over there.
So wall of static says yes.
Draws a card.
Drawn in. Looks like Jens is going to get this one.
Boom.
Oh, just an Adonis. All right. Well, not the worst then.
No, not at all.
That could have been easily a quick score there.
Could have been some bad news for Aaron over there.
Now, the Grand Coach, do you score the beta test? Do you trigger it?
You score it.
You don't definitely score it. I'm glad to know that you say it's good to score the beta test. And triggering it, you say no, huh?
Yes, I say that.
Yes, you have no bananas? Would you say
draw?
Would you say there's instances where you want to, though?
There are instances. They are very rare. It's a last resort.
And if you're losing hard, you can get a...
Like, if there's no ice in front of wherever the agendas are, and I know that they're going to run there, and I'm going to lose if I don't get ice. Okay. Yeah. It's time.
All right, trigger it. Look at a couple emergency shutdowns in hand there. Never a bad thing to see.
Same old thing.
Same old thing, and discarding Desperado.
I imagine we'll see some account siphon recursion there. Or maybe some inside job recursion. Who knows?
Yeah, totally. I'm surprised with so much money early.
Or some emergency shutdown recursion. It's a good card.
We haven't seen the runs yet. I like to get that ice up. So biotic, and then we're going to score out a 3-pointer, or a 2-pointer, looks like. 3 advancements. There's the beta test. Are we going to trigger it? Oh my gosh, we are triggering it. And let's see what... Oh my
3 fails.
Goodness. That's probably why you don't do that, huh?
4 points, just like that.
What did we just say? Oh, there could never be any more proof that we know what we're talking about than what just happened.
I mean, the proof's in the pudding, right? Or the proof's
4
in the eating,
points just for nothing. Didn't have to do a thing. And only, what, 1 credit sitting on, right?
Yep. Our end interfacing C2 cards here.
So we got no reses here. All right.
That could have been very bad.
Yeah, no cheap tricks there.
This is a bad start for Jins. He's got another agenda in hand there. Looks like a beta test. 2? Is that 2 beta tests?
I mean, you got to think, if you're staring at 2 agendas in hand, the chances of you hitting 2 off the top 3 are pretty low. So it was a reasonable gamble, but was it necessary is the question.
It wasn't a sure gamble.
It wasn't sure, no. Nor was it necessary, I don't think.
The thing is, random is random. He doesn't need the ice there. I think that it's just a mistake. Which, I mean, he obviously is further than I made it.
Yeah, Jins would say that wasn't a mistake. I'll bet it's worked for him throughout the day pretty well. Maybe.
It's got to catch up with you eventually.
I mean, you wouldn't keep doing it if not.
Or would you?
Nah, I don't think so. Maybe it's just a handicap.
My opponents need this help.
My opponents need 4 points for free. All right, well, let's see what Aaron's up to over here. I'd like to see some better breakers out.
He's just gaining money. He's just getting there.
He's just gaining money, but what's the use of money if you're not doing anything with it?
It's money.
It's money.
It buys you happiness. That's what they say, right?
That's what I've heard. Especially in the Android universe.
It's very accurate.
Money is the key to all things.
2 emergency shutdowns in hand, scary.
We got a 3rd piece of ice on R&D here.
You gotta protect. He's probably trying to draw some attention away from his hand. He's trying to telegraph. I don't have them in my hand. They gotta be in my deck.
Yeah, so he discards that one, installs over. And his hand is loaded there. At least 2 that I saw, I think.
It looks like 2. 3? I don't know.
There's the special order. What are we getting? Barrier?
Probably barrier breaker. Yep.
Yeah.
He's got the 2 essentials.
And so this is Andy Big Rig, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this is what we would call this. In fact, Magnum makes it the biggest of rigs.
Yeah. We also saw a Gordian Blade in the deck there. It's what it is. It's going to break things, and it's going to have money.
You know, the funny thing, this deck isn't terribly different from what you might have seen at a Worlds when Netrunner first released, right?
No, it's very similar.
Ninja, Gordian, Opus, Corroder.
Special Order, Desperado. R&D interface is new, obviously, and so same old thing, but they're really just only improving on the old.
Some bread and butter rigs here.
Mm-hmm.
What do we have here? There's a toll booth. -3. Getting out of there. Well, now we need that Gordian.
Yep.
Or we need to run an emergency shutdown that toll booth, which I feel like is a strong option there.
It's not the worst option I've ever heard of.
On the last click, a bit risky. And I think Aaron in the stronger position here doesn't really want to risk too much at this point.
He doesn't need to. He's not behind. The pressure's on Jins here.
He's got to do something. Only 3 credits. Not exactly where you want to be.
No. It's a shame that HB can't get more money, though.
2 over HQ. And gains 1 back for the install. Looks like he's gaining a credit. First action, we're going to run. Hits a pop-up window. That's what you want. My favorite piece of ice. There's an Enigma. Well, that worked out well. Worked out very well.
As soon as he gets that Gordian out,
it's free reign on.
It's not looking like he has too much big ice. Like, there's toll booth, but everything else is just, pop-up window. Oh, ice wall.
I feel like Jins wanted to get off to a quicker start here, for sure. Like, he has a lot of kind of cheap in-the-run early stuff. The wall of static and Enigma both being kind of a signal there.
But it didn't pan out.
Didn't pan out. But with HB, you know there's surprise Heimdall, surprise Ichi. You gotta imagine, right?
You would think, but you never know.
Inside job goes to hand there.
Dirty laundry as well.
With the same old thing out, so we can take some peeks.
Bank job, doing its work. Infiltration. It's a good card.
There's a bank job. More money. More money.
So you run breakers, and you run money, and you get to the top 4.
That's it. Back to basics. Play the blue cards. We need to find a Gordian here, Aaron.
I find myself rooting for the runner in every game.
Yeah, pretty much every game.
It's weird.
Green level clearance, and already we're back in a pretty decent spot. There's a hedge fund drew into, I think. Watch that economy just explode.
Hedge fund, turns out, is a good card.
There it is.
Free
And all the
money.
way back up to 10. And
Another
another
one.
hedge fund.
Yeah, that's solid.
That's a lot of money all at once.
That's what you want to see.
So what's Jin's game plan here? What's his path to victory? He can't really install on the remote, I don't feel like.
Well, I think his path to victory is he's hoping to draw a Biotic Labor here soon.
Just buy time for Biotic and call it good.
Sansan. Sansan, the big power behind Sansan, I think, like, obviously is the reducing the agendas, but a lot of people don't put enough merit into the... It still costs 5 to trash.
It does.
And the runner will trash it.
Yes, they will.
As soon as he installs a Sansan, Andromeda has to go in there and trash it, which means he has to break the 2 pieces of ice.
And there it
Sansan
is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sansan goes in.
And so now next turn, he's going to run there. It's going to be Sansan. He's going to have to trash it.
He's going to be 5 in the hole, but he does have a bank job, too, that he could potentially
Gordon. He drew Gordon.
Oh, no. Here we go, Aaron. Well, now he's in a bit of a pickle. Does he run, or does he sit back, install Gordon, and he has the rest of the game to...
I think he gains money, but...
That's exactly what he did.
It's not the worst idea in the world for him to let him get 2 more points, because we know that's what he's going to get. He's already at 4, and he doesn't need to risk anything by running there.
Yeah. And there's another one. We're going to trigger? Yeah. Triggering again. I bet this one's way better. Or not. That would be hilarious.
1 piece of ice? Is that Ichi?
Ice, Biotic, and Ash.
You don't want to see that Biotic there.
Oh, man. Drew into the Biotic on the beta test. I think it was Ash Biotic and then a Rototurret.
Rototurret, yep.
There it is.
Should have gained it. Oh, no, he installed the Legend in that turn.
Well, a Rototurret costs 2 for Ninja. That's something.
All right, so he's got his rig up. He's ready to go.
We got money. We've got all the breakers. And we're going to run Archives first just to check it out, get a Desperado credit back.
It's smart. He saw there's 2 cards that Jins did not want in there.
Yeah.
That are in there.
You've got to check it.
Want res, Desperado credit, and nothing. But you have to check it.
There's a bunch of ice. Look at all that ice that was in there. Seems like the structure of this deck got a little bit reversed.
It's not what you want.
You would have liked to seen the opposite in there on those beta tests. Sansan's up. You got to go trash it. I mean, you've got to go trash it.
You can't let him keep getting it.
Aaron, get in there.
You cannot let him keep it. He has to run there. Yep.
There it is. And I'm curious what this ice is. He only has 6. He's going to bank job it. And then he's going back.
Yep.
Seems solid. 5 to trash.
Boom.
Take that option out of there.
4 to trash, really, because that's Desperado.
Yeah. That's
solid.
quite good
That's
there.
very solid.
So now...
3 agendas in hand.
Now I feel like Jins is a bit of a pickle here.
There's no safe option. Did he install an agenda?
I don't think he installed an agenda. I don't think he installed an agenda. Maybe he did.
I think he did.
I mean, what are you gonna do? I mean,
what else is he gonna do? Like, leave him in hand and lose there, or try and hope that Aaron doesn't run there?
Siphon, huh? All right, fair enough. Take out any nasty pieces of ice on that remote.
So that means it has to be. It's got to be an agenda.
It's got to be an agenda, yeah.
He can't siphon it again. Solid.
Yep. And now goes the Adonis. Now that may force him to access, though, and I don't know. He's going to access instead.
He has to access.
Yeah, but I don't know if I res the Adonis there. I might take the 0 credits because him taking a shot at my hand is way risky here.
Yeah. It's very risky. Like that.
Man. Tim.
It's looking bad.
We may as well just be calling him. We may as well just be making this happen in real time, you know?
Like, that's bad.
That's very bad,
That's so bad. You do not want a criminal sitting at 6 points. Because they will get there.
No. You don't want it. Well, they will, except you didn't, right?
Well,
against Aaron.
It's a long story.
Oh, who knows? Who knows? 2 credits, a handful of agendas. This is the worst.
There's also Sand.
Hey, there's a Sand.
Imagine that'll be going in that server.
You gain a credit, they lose 5. That seems... Ooh, trashed it. I think that was the Sand that was trashed.
I don't think you trashed the Sand.
I think it was, man.
No way.
I can't believe it either.
I think he did some manipulation that you didn't notice.
Fair enough.
2 credits. I think that I run HQ, shut down that 12 booth, and hit R&D.
That seems like a very good plan. I feel like we're about to see that exact thing happen. Unless we just get an agenda here.
Right, which is also possible.
The whole thing is done. Super possible here. Here it is. All right.
Wow.
Here's the game.
And that's that.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. We're going to move on to game 2 of this match. Now, Jin's coming in with 4 points. Very important.
Not many points.
Not as many as he'd like going to the top 4. He's going to have to score real quick and win this game as the runner before Aaron has a chance to score a lot of points. So, catch us on game 2. We'll see you there.
It's going to be exciting.